Folks, have you ever heard of ghost towns? These are not just figments of our imagination or settings for spooky stories. No, not towns haunted by Casper and his pals. We're talking about real places, once bustling with life and activity. I'm talking about real American towns once full of life, now gathering dust. These places were once the heart of the American dream where people came to seek fortune and build new lives. These abandoned settlements are like time capsules frozen in a moment from the past. Walking through them is like stepping back in time, seeing the remnants of what once was. They whisper tales of boom and bust, of dreams won and lost. Each building, each street tells a story of ambition, hard work, and sometimes heartbreak. And let me tell you something, few places do ghost towns quite like the American West. The vast open landscapes and the remnants of old mining towns create an eerie yet fascinating atmosphere. Today, we're heading deep into the heart of Colorado, to a town lost to the sands of time, and maybe a few bad mining investments. This town was once a thriving hub of activity, with miners flocking in hopes of striking it rich. Buckle up, folks, as we explore what happens when the gold runs dry, and the only residents left are 4 tumbleweeds and a very confused prairie dog. We'll uncover the history, the stories, and the eerie beauty of these forgotten places. So, get ready for an adventure into America's most interesting abandoned places. Our destination today is a little place called, well, we can't give you the real name. Let's just call it Gildendale. Now, Gildendale wasn't always a ghost town. Oh no, back in the 1880s it was a bustling boom town. Gold fever struck the Rockies, and folks flocked to Gildendale like moths to a very shiny flame. They built saloons, a general store, even a hotel that claimed to have real beds. Though knowing those miners, they probably slept in their hats anyway. Gildendale had it all, dreams of striking at rich, dusty streets and more questionable mustaches than a barbershop quartet convention. But alas, the good times couldn't last forever. The bustling streets and the clinking of gold coins were soon to be just a memory. You see, folks, gold is a fickle mistress. She lures you in with promises of wealth and fortune, but she can be as elusive as a shadow. One day you're digging up nuggets the size of your fist, the next you're down to your last pickaxe, and the only thing you've struck is a very annoyed gopher. The thrill of the hunt quickly turns into the agony of defeat. And that's pretty much what happened to Gildendale. A town that once thrived on the promise of gold now stood silent and empty. The gold veins dried up faster than a spilled sarsaparilla in the desert sun. The once rich and fertile grounds became barren and unforgiving. Now, some folks might stick around through tough times, right? They might dig in their heels and try to make a go of it, hoping for a miracle. But Gildendale had another problem. Let's just say indoor plumbing wasn't exactly high on their list of priorities. The lack of basic amenities made life even harder. So, when the gold went bust, so did the townspeople. They couldn't endure the hardships any longer. They packed up their dreams, and maybe a few lingering smells, and hightailed it out of there. The once hopeful settlers moved on, leaving behind a ghost town and a chapter of history. Section 4. Quirky Tales and Ghostly Whispers. Even though Gildendale is a ghost town, it's not short on stories. This once thriving mining town, now a shadow of its former self, holds within its crumbling walls and overgrown streets, tales that have been passed down through generations. Each story, more intriguing than the last, adds to the mystique of this eerie place. Legend has it that the ghost of One-Eyed Jack, a notorious card sharp, still haunts the old saloon, searching for a game he can finally win. Some say on quiet nights you can hear the faint shuffle of cards and the clinking of ghostly poker chips as Jack tries his luck once more. And then there's the tale of Martha Jane, the town's schoolmarm, who supposedly ran off with a traveling salesman, leaving nothing but a pile of ungraded spelling tests and a cloud of suspicion. Her sudden disappearance sparked rumors and whispers that still linger in the air, adding to the town's enigmatic charm. Whether these stories are fact or fiction, well, that's up for debate. The lines between reality and legend blur in a place like Gildendale, where every corner seems to hold a secret, and every shadow could be a ghost from the past. But one thing's for sure, a visit to Gildendale is a trip through time, a reminder of a bygone era when life was simpler, tougher, and probably smelled a whole lot more like horses. It's a place where history comes alive and the past is never truly gone, just waiting to be discovered by those brave enough to listen to its ghostly whispers. Section 5, a final toast to the wild, wild west. So there you have it, folks, the tale of Gildendale, a Colorado boomtown turned ghost town. It's a story of gold fever, broken dreams, and the enduring spirit of the American West. And hey, if you ever find yourself wandering through Colorado and stumble across a town that looks like it's straight out of an old Western film, remember, don't drink the water, it hasn't been tested in over a century. And that's the word.